just the idea of, like, do you think abortion is okay in any case? Like, or is it totally not? Right, so I'll split this into a scenario. If there's a child and she gets assaulted in... Yes.
So you're against all other abortions?
Against?
1 minute remaining.
For any other reason?
It's actually just 2 reasons I think it's valid.
You think those 2 reasons? Okay. All right.
2 reasons.
No, I would reject that we would ever murder a baby in the womb due to the sins of the father. Would you want to be punished for the sins of your father?
They planted a Bravo.
Just gotta put this in perspective. If there's a girl who's 13 years old, are you really gonna think it's normal for her to have that child?
No, it's not normal. But if you think it's normal for on average, it's not little girls who are getting raped and why abortion exists. I just get infuriated because this is what you guys go to every time. Every time it's about a little girl being raped.
Be advised, enemy bomb is still active.
Abortion.
Move to defuse.
I understand the hell. I understand. You need to learn something
Bomb
today.
You've won that round. Get ready for the next one.
Nothing to do with little girls and rape.
Okay.
So unless you're gonna say, anyway, I just get really
Search and destroy.
Constant excuse to murder babies.
Set up security around the
Those
objective.
issues, though, okay?
So yeah, I still really want to touch on this topic because the issue I have with this is, yes, that may not be the broad spectrum of like those happening in general, but I think you have to really be open-minded that those options need to be available for those situations. Like, honestly,
So is it
it's not humane to tell someone that they have to birth a child.
Moving here. Enemy movement in the
this
AO.
little 13-year-old girl standing right before you? And are you going to tell her that either being a mother or being a murderer, which one do you think is worse for her? Becoming a mother?
I think her health and her future is more important.
Becoming a mother or becoming a murderer?
At 13. At 13?
Yes, at 13. Which one's worse?
Final minute.
It's not.
Friendly
It's not
mosquito
what's worse,
active.
it's depending on someone's future. That's a child. I don't today.
Let's just say that this little girl says, you know what? Yeah, I want to keep this baby, even though she's not fully going to be able to grasp, understand the consequences of what it means to be a mom. She should murder a baby. Because if they want to have that child, that's a family.
Oh, come on.
They shouldn't be forced to. Okay.
30 seconds remain.
So nobody forces. You can't force a natural biological process. So nobody would force anybody to get pregnant. That's not possible. But what she can do is murder the baby in the womb. So that is that. No,
This is like the problem with our country. I really don't
10 seconds
understand.
remaining.
Yeah, the problem is that we think it's okay to murder a baby due to some kind of trauma. Now, is it icky? Yeah, it's icky. Nobody wants a 13-year-old little girl having
Round
a baby.
secure.
It's
On to the
disgusting.
next.
But this, Ava, is nothing more than an emotional
Switch
response
is side.
around little girls being
Search and
raped.
destroy.
Let's get past this, because it just has nothing to do
141.
with
Counter
abortion.
charge on the hostile UAV in the area.
Maybe you need to go sit and think about that. So,
We need to learn what human rights are and understand it.
Ava, the reality too is that
Friendly care package in the AO.
human beings existing. So taking that life just because they're small and the way that they were conceived should be
Moving to my mark. Enemy movement in the AO.
and they deserve to be protected because
So, to that, you gotta understand. Let's ruin a person's future and make them live with that guilt and make them live with that trauma. Just so
they're going to have that trauma regardless if they get pregnant or not. That doesn't mean they get to go and kill an innocent human being and a child in the womb.
It's a human being?
In the womb? Yes.
1 minute remaining.
But you have to understand. You
Don't
cannot
dehumanize that baby,
You
Ava.
cannot word it like
Do
that.
not dehumanize that baby.
You're not grasping this concept. You cannot.
How are you not getting it right?
This is literally so hard to keep my composure here.
For a second.
Second device on Bravo.
Thank you guys.
Device in
What's
play.
it
Countdown
about being
starting.
Ava?
Why did you speak up a little bit?
What is it if it's not a human being?
No, she denied that it's a human being. No.
I think it's the way you worded it. You're saying you can just go kill a human being. Like, that's not what it is.
Yes,
Yes.
that's exactly what it is.
Okay, alright. You can say that.
You think, wait.
Take away from the fact that this is a
Ava, hold on.
You've won that round. Get ready for the next one.
In the womb and a human being outside. You're muted.
The moral distinction?
Yeah, between a human
Search
in the
and
womb
destroy.
and a human outside of the womb.
Move in and detonate the
Distinction.
target.
Well, I would say, like, it's really not, like, this, the topic is focusing on the human being, the abortion, not the human being birth.
What?
You're focusing on the
Focusing on the fact that somebody is
Moving.
killing another human being. Now, asking you, what is the moral distinction in a human inside
Hostile location. Moving
That's like
here.
so many shots.
to kill a human outside of the womb, but it's not wrong for somebody to kill a
Come on.
human beings created in the image of God having equal protection. Humans in the womb do not have equal protection like you and I do. They're deemed less than because of where they're located and how small they are.
Final minute.
It's discrimination. And you need to stop.
I'm trying to put this in this, like, simplest perspective ever. If a
I understand your
Moving.
perspective. It's
Why are you cutting me off?
disgusting.
Why are you
We
cutting me
hear
off?
your perspective.
Cancel my left.
Why are you cutting me off? Why are you cutting me off?
Because
Scratch
you're
that.
acting like we're stupid. And we
Like,
know
you
it.
you have a lack of professionalism to be on this live right here telling people what they can and cannot think. It's a big.
We're planting at Alpha. 30 seconds left. Bomb planted. Set containment.
That I get impatient because that's how we do this on a daily basis.
Round secure. On to the next.
Correct. We advocate for business. Yes, on a daily basis. We advocate for the scale. So, you regroup. Alright, you're a young
Switching
woman.
sides.
We need to get this right. We're not stuck in this
Search
fantasy
and destroy.
of being in the womb.
Keep the enemy off the objective.
So I want you to maybe go study some human development. But most of all, I would have for you, I would hope that you would stop denying the God that you know exists. That you repent, put your faith and trust in Him. Today's not to these irrational conclusions.
Okay, so I do, again,
Moving to my
I
mark.
said those were my two only exceptions. I think in general, no, it shouldn't just be happening on the daily for some time. I don't think it's okay. I just think that in those certain situations, it's to be justified. But in those situations,
Moving to my mark.
Situations that way
What?
they don't solve
Well, here's the
But
thing,
they
I think.
fix the future. They can fix the
No,
future.
they don't fix the future. No. Because if you're going to say that we can, at the cost of another
1 minute
human life,
remaining.
due to our own trauma, take out other human beings. Sorry, I gotta chase this cat out of here. Go on. Strays coming around my house.
Friendly SAE on the way.
Cats don't worry. But anyway, what was I saying?
It doesn't fix the future.
Yeah, it does not fix the future. It definitely takes a life, Ava. This is the disconnect, okay, with pro-choice
30
ideology.
seconds remain.
Is you somehow been taught.
Won that round. Get ready for the next one.
Abortion is available just for those minority cases. So they have rapists running around. But you know what will solve rapists? When we establish what God says to do with rapists, and that is to take their life
Search
We
and
really just
destroy.
kind of
rape again.
spoke about this.
That's what we ought to do.
Set up
Makes
security
100%
around the
sense.
objective.
I'm just saying,
We literally
in
just
those
talked about
certain
some good things.
situations, do you not feel any
Yeah,
do you come to see us
Yeah, it's our responsibility to be there to help them in life. And that's what we're doing.
Moving.
Yeah, but not for them to murder their babies. So I hope that you think further about that. Ultimately, I really do. And as far as any health issues, there's not a single condition that exists that would ever necessitate a lethal abortion.
Enemy movement.
So when it comes to health issues with pregnancy, doctors are able to address those and save the life
Final
of the
minute.
mother without using lethal means. So that's also another point that just doesn't exist that pro-choicers want to use.
Okay, I'm not pro-choice. Again, I genuinely believe it is only okay in certain situations. Again, 90%, yes. 90%, that should just be
Friendly
happening in
airstrike in the
situations
AO.
against. No, I completely think that's unacceptable.
Friendly UAV on station.
You heard 98% or so.
30 seconds left.
Yes, I did.
Alright, well, thank you for this conversation. So I appreciate
I do think that they
change.
Moving here.
Visible threats on target.
So it
Solid
could be
work.
different.
The mission's complete. Good work.
Whatever. What it is when you go to the goop marker, when you go to the goop marker, what it is you have 2% payments of premium. They split it up between medical and so, and those each have their own percentages. So when it comes to little girls in grave, that's actually 0.04 of 1% in its own category. And we can say, yeah, that's fine. We can say that there are those that are unreported. So I often just give them a gracious number by saying,
Miranda, I think you were going to point out the same thing I was trying to point out a while ago. That rapists love abortion.
Yes, yeah, I wasn't sure if anybody.
She said something in the comments before everybody went in here when she first started talking about it. And then I was going to say something, but it just didn't happen because she was too irrational.
Yeah, if she really was like pulling at the heartstrings and say, "Don't you care at all about these victims?" Right. But if she wants to like really, yeah, it's the AI thing. But if she really wants to like moral stand that we don't care about the babies, so on. Earlier, actually.
all right, Miranda, were you finishing what you were saying? Sorry, Miranda, you were saying something. Did you finish?
No, it's okay. I wasn't sure if I was breaking up
No,
or something. Oh, okay. Because I was like, you're just still talking.
I know. I think so too.
Yeah, okay. Hook up tomorrow with us.
Search and destroy. Defend that objective.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the G and whatever.
There she is. You're dead. No, but I was just saying that it's an AI thing. A profile picture, and that girl was saying we don't care about the victims when she's helping the victims by that song. Alright, somebody ban Scooter right now.
Ban Scooter.
Wait, Scooter, I didn't know that I was interrupting.
Enemy planted at Bravo.
Okay. Sorry. I didn't hear Miranda at all. She didn't speak once.
It's okay.
The round is lost. Focus on the next one.
Okay, that's fine.
That's funny. She was when she couldn't hear.
Right? That's and when that happens. Okay, so we got
Search and
made
destroy.
in. Oh, made you mad.
Watch the objectives.
Are you gonna
Set
put
up
this mad
security.
today? And they got pick up.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Somebody's gonna make us mad.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, so I guess we'll go to Jaden. Okay, there's Maid. Alright, Maid you mad. Let's start with you. We'll get to Jaden, just stay muted till we get you. Maid you mad. What's your age? Are you a Christian? Christian. So in the back. So I agree. Okay. You're pro-life,
Round.
but you're
Prepare
not
for
a
the next
Christian?
one.
No.
Again, how is he not dead?
How do you affect my background if you're not a Christian?
I just don't really believe in, like, I'm not a religious person.
Switching sides.
That's all.
Okay. You're against
Search and
any and all
destroy.
abortion, no exceptions.
Plant the charges and demolish the objectives.
Like, minor under, like, 11
You've
or
secured
10
the
should
device.
be forced, you know, just because they can have things, a lot of things that really go wrong. And I was
Hostile
that
missile is online. Hostiles launched the cruise missile.
I think I'll change not to give, like, my sob story, but I was forced to
Moving this
my
way.
child. So yeah, that's pretty much, and I don't believe in religion because my parents were religious and forced it upon me.
Okay. So I'm sorry that happened.
The round is lost. Focus on the next
So
one.
now you have a child.
Yes, I do.
Okay. You didn't murder your child. So I'm a little confused. Right. So I'm a little
Search and
confused.
destroy.
I don't know if you were here listening to the conversation before.
Place the charge. Detonate the target.
I think it's mostly an response
You've got the bomb.
to, and, understandably, engaged. Nobody wants
SLMS
us to
active.
be no matter what your age is.
Flanking
Doesn't
here.
change the fact, doesn't change what murder is, and just to hold on to an exception to keep, just to keep abortion, like, legal and alive and well. I just don't see that as rational or moral. But, for you, I'm glad you're recovering, that you're recovering. Abortion is bad, right? But my hope for you would be that you would get a good, clear understanding.
We lost that round. Prepare for the
I
next one.
wouldn't necessarily say, sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
You're good. Good. I was just going to say that, the whole point of why abortion is even bad is because God has revealed this to us.
Switching sides.
This is the way God defines it for His creation.
Search and destroy.
Right? That we shouldn't murder another person. So,
Defend the objectives.
I mean, I understand that. I do agree with that. I would just necessarily more say, like, the medical exception for in the case, for example, things that his body can't handle birth, I guess.
Well, again, this is very uncomfortable to think about. I think it's important to remember that it's going to depend on our size and stature. And if we receive this information, is
Enemy
designed
planted at Alpha.
it wouldn't work if her body wasn't working. So there's things that, you know, doctors can do. But anyway, I really.
How is that not a kill? How is that not a kill?
I think you, more than anything
Bomb site
else,
is still hot. Move
even
fast.
though you went through some difficult times, like with your family and church, maybe you have some
All
preconceived
operatives,
ideas
bomb
and
defused.
notions about what it means to be a
How is that not a kill?
But I really hope.
They don't want you. So what is the argument? What is the counter argument?
Search and
So they're
destroy.
being obligated to go through this exercise.
Watch the objectives. Set up
Yeah, I just
security.
find this to be a little on the remedial side because it's almost like, you know, see, the condom broke, so you know what, but I'm also not ready to go through pregnancy, or I really don't want to, or my partner is willing to break up with me because the condom broke and now I'm pregnant. So that's not what I want to do. So that wouldn't be quote unquote
Hostile
self-defense,
MF.
right?
Active.
And like you're not listening.
It's an argument saying you're for sure. No, I'm not.
Yeah, actually, so you're more focused on actually saying, well, it's self-defense. You've yet to actually provide.
Technically,
The round is lost. Focus on the next one.
well, actually, the burden proves on you because you're saying someone's desires. Well, I don't want to go through some things I don't have to. Like, okay. And
Switching sides.
Her rights of bodily integrity is being violated because she doesn't want to be pregnant.
Search and destroy.
Actually, you can't force a biological process. It happens naturally.
Yes.
Blend the charges and demolish the
It's
objectives.
nature. Biological processes have all the
Heals in nature. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, biological processes are certain violated.
that's not an appeal to nature. You didn't say.
Hostile cluster mine detected.
She chose to have sex. You choose to be around people that's sick, right? You can get sick. That doesn't mean you're obligated to sustain the sickness. That's why I said
Do you know the difference between consent and assent?
yeah, I agree.
She didn't say any prescription. She's saying it's not an appeal to nature because she's not making. Ooh, oh, you get one. Because she's not making any prescription. She's saying it's not the kind of thing that you can
You've won that round. Get ready for the next one.
consent to. That's the thing.
Trying to go through sentience, but all I've been listening to
down like everybody's created in the image of God.
You're still a human.
Place the charge. Detonation
Even in
target.
the image of God. Even though
Friendly
it's
UAV online.
So
I mean,
how do you support like a child that has no chance?
This is my first point.
then why does sentience matter? Why does sentience matter?
Yeah, sentience. Right? Because we can see, right, through harms, through negative impacts, on how we are violating people's moral entitlements.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask again. Why does sentience matter?
Yeah, like I said earlier, because we can, because humans are observational creatures, right? So when it comes down to moral principles, we can get those moral principles through enhanced and connected experiences, right? So we can determine if a negative impact occurred or not, and draw positive and negative conclusions off of these impacts and experiences that we are having. If you can't do that, then you have no moral entitlements. Then you have none of these things. Now, if you previously had these things, then yes, we clearly see harm that could occur if you were somehow unconscious or in comatose. You had previous processes that you created. But when you don't have any,
So then what if we have like a child that is born and they have never experienced sentience at all? They're born
yeah, so
in
you
a
tell me
comatose
a child
state.
is born with no gray matter, yeah, they're going to
They're not. No,
This was what I would call a hypothetical. Maybe let's try and track, okay? So, yeah, they're born in a comatose state. They've never actually experienced any type of sentience. So, do they any moral value in your worldview?
I didn't say they didn't have moral value. Value ethics is not.
Oh, so they don't. So they do have moral value.
Yeah.
They have more moral value
It doesn't negate
if they have sentience.
You just being valued, right? Doesn't mean, right, that negates the justification of your unalivement. I'm pretty sure every person that we unalive justly, right, in war and self-defense, right, they have some type of moral value to someone.
You're cherry picking
that doesn't
this point. You're really reaching.
Alive them.
You're reaching. So why I'm bringing up war. I don't know why I'm bringing up war, but it's not even close to now. I guess because pregnancy.
Deathmatch. Engage
Come on, I need
flash incoming.
So if it doesn't rely on all those people because they're not valued to us.
Flash out.
I didn't make the claim at all.
I'm never done for now.
I know if you call this somewhat on the small side. Well, I know.
We've secured the lead. Changing back.
When I told him that a child that is born in a comatose state that has never experienced sentience to give them any type of moral value.
Swapping max.
Yeah, they have more value.
Okay, why would you give them moral value?
Yeah, they have more value. All of it. It's an issue.
Let's take Alex the same question I asked before. Then why does sentience matter if you're still going to give them more value, even if they're born in a state in which they've never experienced sentience?
Flash. You guys. Flash out. Those things tempting.
Sports is what I expand like 15 times because this is the part where I'm telling you that sentience really doesn't matter, and your argument has now gone to
Requesting recon
the only reason I think you've gone the self-defense principle, so not really putting on that you have
not so much.
to like genuinely don't
all the way.
at all. Not even the slightest.
My value ethics was a non-starter.
Dang it.
That's all. If I'm just going off of what y'all said, so I'm pretty good. Well, if you're the only one talking for about 30 goddamn minutes, I think I'm good. I don't really need to give much except to critique your own stance, but that's okay.
Take a shot.
He's pushing against you. Have you been listening?
Those
Obviously
things
not.
tempting.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why, like I told her the debate, but I didn't want to debate it to the other people because these pro-choice voters bring us stuff that has nothing to do with abortion. It's just not relevant to the conversation, and it just goes back to this argument.
That makes
The tree is not a human. Abortion's not self-defense, Zion.
You're gonna value sentience, and you're also gonna claim that. I'm sorry. What?
Sentience, we can recognize this international foundational creatures. We can recognize substantial recognize withdrawal positive conclusions.
That doesn't even justify to kill children.
It's not something.
Yeah, because the child will eventually have sentience as it gets older, and it can't have any of those things that are preventing it from being born. So you just why that with any
Why is that relevant? Why is
it's relevant? Like, why does it have to be aware of it? This can't have this. Yes, I recognize.
Right.
Why sentience matters.
I never made it right twice. I already told you why sentience matters, because humans draw positive and negative conclusions off that sentience, making moral entitlements, making rights. If you want me to dumb it down for you.
You're such a racist, fucking son, aren't you?
I can't make it any clearer. Like, sentience matters because of the first person subjective experience creates the moral principles that we all know about today. Like the self, like the same.
Wait, you just said it. It is morality then.
Yeah, this is always an ethical concept.
You just told me 2 minutes ago it was not a moral thing.
Value ethics is a moral principle.
What in the hell is happening right now?
Value ethics is.
I don't know, yes, I do.
Ethics is a moral principle, correct? Yes or no? Hang on. Value ethics is a moral principle, yes or no?
Just gonna engage with you.
Oh.
Okay then.
So I don't know, we can make an argument. Clearly.
Yeah, and neither can you, so you can have a good day.
Because your argument is stupid, that's why.
Lionel or Alex, because y'all have both been on panel while I've been on here. Have I crashed out today on panel? Because I don't remember.
Sophia, I don't know where you're gonna live. No, I haven't seen you crash out.
Exactly.
Yeah, Sophia, I don't know why you keep defending Zion. His argument was dog crap.
I just don't like anybody like bad faith, so they can leave.
Yeah. I know. Oh my gosh, it's not with the Epstein stuff.
What was his argument?
It was about 15 different things.
Sentience, and then he was comparing trees to babies, the usual pro-choice crap, and then what was the other one? And then bringing up the self-defense principle, bringing up things that are not relevant to abortion, and then he was just being big in the question the whole time. That's literally all he was doing. And so ignorant that he thinks he's right about everything.
He only resulted to sentience when he realized that.
How old are you, Alyssa?
They left, actually.
Yeah.
sentience argument is so bad faith.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, see, this is why like, I do decent at debating, but then that's also why I don't like debating pro-choicers, because of people like that, like Zion. When you bring us to has nothing to do with abortion, it just kind of tears down everything into even, like, no point of even having the conversation.
I leave. All of you. So, what's up? Okay, sorry. Couldn't see the whole name, so. All of you. Thank you.
Born in
Team
2005.
deathmatch.
Okay.
Sealed. You are
So,
clear to engage
be
any
right.
Taking fire!
Your teacup. What's happening? You can't. Have it else.
Fire!
Pro life.
Cover your six.
Do you have any acceptance?
Oh, it's so paper. It was.
Enemy UAV active.
I mean, what if the mom doesn't want the kid?
Enemy down.
What if the mom's just gonna not
Yeah.
the kid?
You know why? For pro-choice.
Take it for a choice.
Oh wait,
Lost the lead.
oops.
Hostile eliminated.
We secured the lead.
Nobody is
Hostile care
saying
package.
to raise the kid.
Why would you go through all that pain and 9 months and then just give it for adoption?
Do you think?
Okay. Missile deploy.
That's irrelevant.
And it hurt. And it don't.
This one's
Naturally, and women are not to get person.
Standing by.
Loading fresh mag.
Taking the lead.
Requesting recon on location.
Missile incoming.
Come on.
Hostile UAV in the area.
some dude just being in pain. It's subjective to each person.
We secured the lead.
Sorry. Swords.
Friendly cruise missile approaching target. Friendly UAV on station. Hostile remote turret.
Here we go. Fire. Took that out of commission.
We've lost the lead. Popping that. Taking the lead.
Changing that. Here we go.
Ready to deploy.
Requesting recon on location. Enemy KIA. We're on the same side.
I apologize, but actually a lot of it was just to the whole like fast scanning text now and this whole
taking fire!
Some states will pay to ARs to do it. Like,
There we go.
The knowledge out there, so just wondering where did we step forward a little bit?
Say is let's another next child is gonna do athletics. Also, even if we do have those first few we have to help women out more with through their pregnancies and like provide places pregnancies without so it's taking a child's life. Abortions being justified too. And also explaining them to the, you know, because I don't think enough women
Getting lit up!
Friendly cruise missile approaching. Friendly UAV online. The mission is complete. Good work.
My car is just really crappy. I'm trying to get it fixed at the moment, but with the whole
yeah, so yeah.
Anti-abortions because then he has more kids.
Yes.
This is just because I'm a curious mind. We don't have any kids. And definitely, once with kids, we had nobody. Listen. Are you going to be quiet for a minute? You're saying no. You're listening to you, but you're being ridiculous. You have a way to emotions. All these emotional strain you're putting. You're so emotional. Your body is I guess abortion for emotional reasons, not and religious reasons. There's no limit.
So here's the bottom line is this. You deny and reject God. You rebel, you prove, and you spit in his face.
Jesus never spoke about abortion.
Yeah, he definitely spoke. He also didn't say put 3 children in your car and drive them into a lake. But we know we can't do that. Because the principle is within the Bible.
Why do you pick and choose which verses to follow in the Bible? And if we truly follow the Bible, we would present for us things that we actually do right now.
Yeah, you're false and incorrect. It's true that every one of your statements have been nothing but emotional statements. You don't have an argument. You don't have a good defense. It's all crashing and falling. And religion is a good address every single point. I know you hate God. We already know that.
One of the best.
Repent and put your faith in him because he is your creator. You'll bow down before him one day.
Here's the thing, man. It's the shit. I'm religious. And you want to
Search
force
and
that on me.
destroy.
I know you want to force that on me.
Alpha 1, hold the charge on the target and level it.
There's take of yourself.
You worship and bow down to the world which murders children. So you are enslaved by your own sin. That's what you're built to. Anyway, we've got another guest.
Moving here.
This is going in circles. Oh my god. Is his name?
Hello.
Mw3.
You know, I shot him like 17 times.
Mw3 or do you have a name?
The round is lost. Focus on the next
What's
one.
your age to start?
26.
Are you Christian?
No.
Search and destroy.
Is
Move in and detonate the target.
if we're gonna abolish abortion, we obey God. Like not everyone believes in God, right? So I assume it's just like abortion will be abolished for Christians, right?
No.
Moving.
is it with people just talking?
How is that not a kill?
When I start talking,
I got the no. So
it don't work that way. How? Okay? You're on Mw3. Speaking and just talk with me. This is where do you think just Christians should be charged for murder?
I think there's reasons why murder is wrong outside of Christianity. I'm sorry, you asked a question.
We lost that round.
I think there's
Prepare for
reasons
the
why
next
murder is
one.
wrong outside of Christianity, and that's
Okay, why is that?
for it to be illegal.
Please answer that.
Because it impedes upon the rights of other people granted by their agency.
Switch your side.
Other people's agency.
Because you're an agent and you claim rights because you're an agent. So if you...
Yeah, I don't care.
So, hold on, I'm not done.
You're just one.
Yeah, so then you're confused contradiction.
It's worth it. Who cares about agency?
I'm sorry, do you just want to lie to yourselves, or do you want to, like, actually hear what I have to say?
Moving to my mark.
Well, what you're saying is wrong.
No fucking idea what I said, do you?
I do know what you're saying. So you're humans. So, moving. There's a lot of garbage.
Yeah, perfect. You don't want to have good civil discourse. Just be rude. Ridiculous. But I think it's a very short. Seriously. Don't waste my time.
Too, buddy.
And by the way, supposed to be going off in the comments saying,
Moving to my mark.
we gotta leave Christianity and religion out of it.
Enemy movement.
1 minute remaining.
What you even mean about the separation of church and state? You don't know what that means. Look it up. Educate yourself before you just go on and on about it. Sorry, guys. It's one of those days.
30
I'm just
seconds
gonna
remaining.
regroup for a second.
Moving.
People are just horrible. They're just horrible. You know? Wicked,
Round
evil
secure. On to the next.
men.
You're making this
They are.
all about you.
Brad, I know you were trying to justify that we have rights based on agency, but you can't tell us where that agency comes from or why it matters.
Set up security around the
you.
objectives.
Because if I don't care about agency, or you can't tell me what it means to me, I don't care about it, and I don't have to live according to how you're saying I should live. It's what?
He's requesting again.
So he is.
Yeah.
Of course he is.
If you come back up, are you gonna do the question? Or are you gonna do the whole
Moving.
like?
Enemy movement.
Because I think it'd be more interesting if we came up and just answered the questions and just engaged with what was said.
Alright, and
Won
then
that round. Get ready for the next one.
oh, she's disgusting. This disgusting. Get out. Disgusting people. Have some class.
Switch your side.
And I continuously get those stupid warnings. I'm starting to really hate TikTok
1-4-1.
today.
Plant the charge on the target and level it.
He's gonna tell me where the agency comes from, guys.
You've secured the device.
Let's see if he's a man of his word.
Yeah, so like, agency is just the ability to control, like, your behavior to... That's what
You're confused.
that's just what agency is.
Where do we get this?
Round is lost. Focus on the next
Why
one.
does it have to be? citizen or you harm it, that influences your ability to control your behavior, right?
Okay, so go ahead. Sorry. What is going on? So the rapist thinks that rape is right. Are we going to tell the rapist that he is enemy movement because of our brains?
Yeah, he's a good because it's not subjective, right?
You said it relies on the mind. That's literally
I said it relies on the rights of agents.
which is in our mind.
Well, agency is just defined as your ability to control your actions to influence the world. Like, so
Right.
every agent has an ability, not just what an agent is.
Right, so it's relies on agents.
Where that comes from. It's just the fact that your mind grants you agency doesn't make your agency subjective.
How is anybody going to ask me this question? How does a newborn have agency? They can't control their emotions or behaviors.
And try to, like,
It's a bad
that's what Cajun is trying to explain to you. So that's what Cajun is trying to explain to you, Ryan, is that it's the
30 seconds left.
it's based on the mind.
Are neurons subjective because they come from the brain too?
Yes.
I think the existence of neurons is subjective.
Setting device on Alpha.
From the
Stand by.
description and definition you gave, yes, they would be.
Device in place. Countdown started.
Comes from the brain, not the mind. The mind is where like all the
The enemy's defused our bomb.
it's the brain is like
We lost that round. Prepare for the next one.
that gives I'm trying to clarify.
He's strong.
We understand.
Then why
Search and destroy.
Okay.
because you keep misrepresenting.
I'm going to take what
Keep
protects
the
them
enemy
and
off
try
the
to say,
objective.
how does a newborn have agency?
Because it uses the control over its behavior to influence the world, which is what an agent is.
So what behaviors do newborns have?
Yeah, it cries, it like grabs shit.
Does a 9-month-old in the womb do the same thing as a newborn?
For the most part,
Okay, then why are you giving the preborn agency? Because it's the same as a thing.
give the 9-month-old agency, you didn't ask.
What about 8?
8, sure. I think agency is fuzzy, right? Around like when sentience evolves, which is like around.
They can't control their emotions, so they can't. First off, you're saying crying, they could do that inside.
On to the next.
They can't control the emotions. A baby can't control their emotions.
Search and destroy. Set up security around the objectives. Enemy movement. Unlocated. Round is lost. Focus on the next one.
That's what these yes.
Switching sides. Search and destroy.
Via doing my own research and trying to
141. Plant a charge on the
the
target at
conclusion
11.
that they have any technology that has sentience. You're here to educate me. You can educate me. Okay, so give me, explain to me how.
We're holding an anecdote doctrine.
This is the problem. It's like you say that there's
talked to a doctor, and he said
They're saying there's a great
UAV online.
I don't know the details. Like I said, it gets
Friendly UAV on station.
around
We're planting a Bravo.
Fuzzy implies
saying there's a great
Setting device on Bravo. Bomb planted. Set containment.
but then he runs his mouth, he did not stop talking 1 second.
I do actually like talking about this.
Our device is disarmed.
You wouldn't really have a conversation.
Mission failed. Return to
Cajun was
base.
right. Like, all of that stuff was just, it was all just subjective. And that's where I was trying to explain that to him, to help him out, literally. But he was too triggered, I guess. He was very triggered.
Your argument is all arbitrary. You're gonna
literally no agreement on sentient across the board.
We can look at Judge Waltrip and understand that the doctors in that case were left scratching their heads because he was sentient and he had preferences and he only had a brainstem. And all these doctors thought that sentience came from a different part of the brain.
No one here said they're unaffected. I don't agree about that.
He was saying, from his worldview, neurons would be subjective.
Oh.
Which, I'm like, it's just brain rot.
is
Your eyes protect because I can see them there.
Yep.
the proximity to
Rome is giving, maybe stop submitting to Rome and committing idolatry. Be able to see a lot clearer.
Where are you getting
Yep. Restrictions. I'm appealing them. They'll be appealed. They appeal every time. It doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous. It makes me mad. So pretty much anybody who just has just a background, they're cracking down. They want movement. They want people with cameras on. And so I don't know if it's going to get any better.
Secure our objectives. Do not let your guard down.
Honors.
Yeah, I think that. Well, it's fine. I need like
Unrestricted ended. There will not appeal. I'm winning all my appeals, thank goodness.
Yeah.
They planted a
Make sure
Bravo.
and stroke myself now and then. Whatever.
I wonder if let's turn on the camera and panel every now and then. Yeah, that would help.
We lost that round. Prepare for the next one.
That was possibly the biggest.
Yep.
Do your orange head.
Yes, the orange head, exactly.
Search and destroy.
What I'm gonna do, I got you. Give me 1 second.
Set up a perimeter around the objectives. Do not let them reach it.
I don't know, it's not necessarily.
I don't know why that's.
We have to do this now.
Enemy planted at Bravo.
The first time you being up here. Oh my goodness.
top.
Tank top and pants and socks.
The round is lost. Focus on the next one.
You were doing all the talking, and you weren't listening to what you said.
Here's the bottom line, OMG, about sentience.
Switching sides.
Nobody knows it. Not even near enough about sentience.
Search and destroy.
To even make these claims as if it's
Place
even
the charges on the target and destroy it. You've got the bomb. Enemy UAV active.
Is sufficient, because if you don't murder a human being, they'll more than likely enjoy their sentence as well.
You were
Use it to murder the human in the womb. That's what you know.
One minute remaining. Setting device on Alpha. Stand by.
Hello.
Device in place. Countdown started.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Sorry, I didn't see you down there.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to read the comments.
If you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I can get it. TikTok is being sus. Yeah. You ever consider doing this on YouTube?
Round secure. On to the next.
No. YouTube. I don't know. Is it free?
Yeah, they don't censor you as much, but to go live on YouTube, you would have to have 50 subscribers minimum.
subscribers.
Yeah.
Destroy.
1,000 before you can go live.
No, 50. 50.
Use the charges. Blast the target. No mistake. You secured the device.
Although I don't think they have the open panel aspect, but like it's not as restrictive as TikTok. They won't like censor as much, but you know, gotta be careful. You know.
We're planting at Alpha.
Well, I know this is where we build our community.
Bomb planted. Set containment.
I don't think YouTube is regular. Pretty juice.
Well, I mean, they're pretty liberal too, though. Yeah.
I don't think it's. I don't that wear this now, but maybe so.
So yeah, they're pretty liberal. Their parent company, Alphabet, who owns Google, very pro-choice organization.
It's down to you. Finish the mission.
Yeah. You know that number, yeah? No. You don't know.
Our device was
You didn't know
disarmed.
that?
We lost that
You
round.
don't know.
Prepare for the next one. Switching sides. Search and destroy.
This is just really crazy.
Secure our objectives. Do not let your guard down. Hostile mosquito is online. Friendly air. Hostile IMS active. Deployed. Final minute.
Planted at Bravo. The round is lost. Focus on the next one. Search and destroy. Set up a perimeter around the objective. Do not let them reach it. Enemy planted at Bravo. Hostile traffic will be overhead. Hostile secured at
Got movement.
Mission is compromised. Stand down. We lost that round. Prepare for the next one. Switching sides. Search and destroy. Place the charges on the target and destroy it. You've got the bomb. Hostile care package deployed. Setting device on Alpha. Device in place. Countdown started. You've won that round. Get ready for the next one. Search and destroy. Use the charges, blast the target. No mistakes. You secured the device. Hostile IMS active.
Search and destroy. Target objectives need to be detonated. Play it smart.
Moving this way.
Moving.
Round secure. On to the next. Search and destroy. Plant a charge on the target and level it. You've won that round. Get ready for the next one. Switching sides. Search and destroy. Defend the objectives from hostile forces. Final minute. Thirty seconds remain. Round secure. On to the next. Search and destroy. Set a defensive perimeter around the objectives. Package on the way.
Enemy here.
Friendly mosquito deployed. 1 minute remaining. You won that round. Get ready for the next one. Switching sides. Search and destroy. Target objectives need to be detonated. Play it smart. Care package in the Friendly UAV on station. Round secure, on to the next. Search and destroy. Plant a charge on the target and level it. Moving this way. Friendly VTOL inbound. Friendly mosquito active. Not picking up any more movement in the AO. Execution. We secured the field. Mission accomplished. Search and destroy. Move in and detonate the target.
Moving to my mark. Moving here.
Asa aha gever.
אבל לא דיברתי, לא אמרתי כלום, איך מתתי?
G-Quick, hello G-Quick.
Hello, Desco!
What's up, dude?
Very good, very good.
O'Share, poop on your head.
איך עושים רקורד? אתה עושה רקורד?
O'Share, poop on your head.
זה?
O'Share, it's okay at Hindi.
עזוב, לא נכון כדודי, לא נכון כדודי.
O'Share, it's okay at
לא
Hindi.
נכון כדודי, לא נכון כדודי.
It's okay at Hindi.
דודי, תסמן מהר, דודי, תסמן מהר.
Ata aha gever. Ata aha gever?
Ata aha gever.
Yes.
רקורד זה רק דרך המחשב כאילו? אז איך עושים את זה בסולו נגיד?
Yo, what's up, Shimshan? How you doing, Shimshan? Shimshan, what's up, Shimshan?
Very good, Shimshan. How are you, Shimshan?
I'm good. Where's Itai?
Nice.
Where's Itai?
Yeah, Itai died.
No, he didn't.
No, I'm just kidding.
Where's he at?
Itai's good. He's at war. He's in Lebanon.
Where's Feldman?
Feldman's home.
אבל איך מתתי?
Wait, what?
ביסט, אמרת הצלת אותי.
תקשיב, אני ניסיתי.
I thought you said you're like a hoe or something.
רגע, לא, תקשיב, מצחיק. אתה היית עם המיקרופון. כשאתה בהאנט... תקשיב, כשאתה בהאנט, בסדר? אז ברגע שאתה עם ציוד, אחי, הרוח תדע שאתה שם.
אז מה אני צריך לעשות? אבל חיביתי את הציוד.
לא חיבית, היית עם המיקרופון ככה. אתה צריך להיות כאילו עם ציוד מחובה, גם פנס. אולי היית עם פנס דולק בטעות גם. אתה מבין?
שתוק יא בן זונה.
זה לא הגיוני לעשות רקורד רק מהמחשב, זה נראה לי מוזר. מה, איזה הזיה?
Ata aha gever. Leha fuchs. Ani soleha. Ata moset.
מה לראות?
Ata moset.
רגע, אני צריך למצוא לופינג ספוט, אבל אין לי לופינג ספוט.
יש, אחי.
במטבח?
I'll probably spawn peek.
וואי, לא, אושר, זה
I'll probably spawn peek O'Share.
זה לופינג ספוט קשה מאוד.
Poop on his head. O'Share, aren't you like 45?
איפה זה משהו, איפה זה? יש למטה! תראה איזה לופינג ספוט!
O'Share, aren't you like 45 or something?
Yeah.
He seems pretty old.
Yeah, he pooped on your head.
When?
דודי, אתה רוצה לראות משהו?
נו.
בוא, תגש למטה.
אני בא גם.
זה עבד? הנה, כן. סאמנינג סרקל. אוקיי, תקשיב. מה שאנחנו הולכים לעשות זה את הדבר הבא. אנחנו הולכים לזמן את הרוח.
אבל יש לי צלב,
משחקי.
לא, זה לא יעזור. הצלב רק לבל 3 הוא יחסום את הסאמנינג סרקל. בחדר? איזה? רגע, תקשיבו, אני צריך מלח סמאג'. מה עוד? כן. אני אעשה לו לופ פשוט, לופ. רגע, מה, כולכם יוצאים?
אני מפחד מדי.
בוא, דודי, אל תפחד. אלא, אני צריך שמישהו יעשה רקורד.
ביס, אבל מה אני צריך לעשות?
לא, רק תסתכל עליה, אחי. Capture 3 unique photos with a photo camera, בסדר.
Poop on your head, Quiff. Poop on your head, Quiff. Phasmophobia.
Poop on your head.
Where's Shane?
טוב, דודי, אנחנו נתחיל, דודי, תקשיב. לך תמצא היידינג ספוט. רגע.
איך אני מעביר? ביס, באמת שמאל.
People still play Phasmophobia?
תקשיב, אתה תהיה רק עם הצלב, אחרי שאנחנו מתחילים אתה מכבה פנס, אתה יודע שהוא מכובה, טוב?
Atomo said that.
אני אעשה לו קפצ'ר, בסדר?
ואני
טוב דודי?
מתחבא פה?
לא, אבל בוא תסתכל, רק שתסתכל על פניו היפות. חכה, תתחיל שאני, עוד מעט, כאילו, ממש עוד שנייה.
Atomo said that.
3, 4, ותתחיל.
התחלתי.
Shalom. Atomo said that. אני סולח.
רגע, טוב, זה לא באקה.
הנה, יש את זה. כן, יש את זה, 2.
זה לא באקה, פאק. מה זה לא בספוט הזה? נורמל ספיד. טוב. לא, אני בסדר.
אחי, אני עם צלב פה, מה עושים? ביסט, אני בפינה פה.
כל טוב, אני אעשה ללופ.
יש לפתוח את הדלת.
לא! טיפש. תעלקי. בהצלחה. טוב, שלכם.
אלירן, אני מאמין בך.
זה נורמל ספיד, תבדקו אם יש... בעצם לא נראה לי יש פינגר פרינטס. לא תכוון לך, זה רייף, צ'אט.
רייף?
כן.
Wait, do you know V-Plots?
אתה בטוח שזה רייף?
איפה רייף נמצאת ביס? מה זה?
רייף זה שמאל למטה, או זה או רייף או מימיק, תבדקו אם יש גוסטורב, אם אין גוסטורב זה... לא בעצם.
שמאל הכי למטה?
כן, שמאל הכי למטה.
רייף מתחילה ב-W?
רייף צריכים F5, דוטס... כן, מתחילה ב-W. מלך שמתי על הרצפה, היא לא דרכה. זה רייף בטוח, כאילו. ספירט בוקסי עם F ודוטס. או שיש גוסטורב.
תרימו את המצלמה, תסדרו את המצלמה.
לא, אבל זה לא למטה. אני אסתה למעלה?
יש אנט.
זה... אנט. זה נראה לי... תחבט!
סטוק.
איפה אתם? היא בקיצ'ן עכשיו, היא הולכת לגראז'.
סטוק, יא בן זון נא.
אנחנו איפה שעשית על הלופ.
סטוק, יא בן זון נא.
כן.
בי קוויף.
אני התחלתי אני לא התחלתי
רוצים לקנות אותם ביחד?
Team Sean.
What? We're in the middle of a game.
Oh, have you ever played Gears of War, Team Sean?
אפשר.
אתה רוצה לקנות
God of War?
3.
No, Gears of War.
No, I haven't. I think Simple did.
Oh, you should try it.
תבדוק גוסטור בזה.
You should try Gears of War.
עדיין אנט.
באמת?
כן.
מה? לא שומע כלום.
עכשיו נגמר.
גיי קוויף, גיי.
תבדוק גוסטור נראה לי באזור הקידס.
ביסט, איך נפלת לנו ככה פה, איך?
אין, תאמין לי. מה הם עשו לקידס בטרו? מה זה? איפה? איך אתה יודע איפה זה? נו כן, אז אולי. אין גוסטור?
קרא לתמונה.
דודי, תבדוק גוסטור, דודי.
איך בודקים?
אתה לוקח את המצלמה?
זאת?
המצלמת וידאו, כן?
מה זה, לקחו אותה?
כן, אלירן, זה. אם אין גוסטור זה מימיק, זה רייף, זה...
איזה כלב חמוד.
אז זה רייף, דודי מת, מישהו מכם הולך למות, מישהו הולך למות. הארון פה פתוח, אל תבואו. לא! מי מת?
אני!
destroyed.
Vegeta concentrates every nerve in the body to send
Keep the
ki
enemy
throughout
off the
him
objective.
to raise both power and speed, but without overinflating himself and making him much slower. It's pretty much in the same sense, forcing the maximum power in the initial Super Saiyan transformation and not taking an entire step into a new form like Gohan did. Gohan perfectly ascended from Super Saiyan to the next level without having to sacrifice anything after mastering the regular Super Saiyan form, something that Vegeta and Trunks hadn't done at this time. Super Vegeta failed to achieve the transformation he was striving for in Super Saiyan 2.
Round secure. On to the next. Search and destroy. Set up security around the objective.
Soon, so I thought to myself, which horror movies / horror villains would Homelander survive? You know, people like to shit on him, but he is bulletproof, has super strength, laser vision, and can fly, and a little bit of super speed. So, like it or not, he can hold shit down. So today I'm gonna go over all of the horror villains. B. Also, this is just Homelander. He has no outside help from anyone from the 7 or anyone else. That's the only rule. So let's get started. 2018 Michael Myers. Built himself Michael Myers from the 2018 version. This Michael, I think, was more brutal from the 90s. He also took more damage while walking it off, and he could haul ass. That being said, he did take damage. He was low-key catching a fade from a damn grandma girl. She was kind of beating his ass. At one point, he also got his fingers blown off, which never healed back, so I don't know what the big deal is with this guy. Seems like if you just got a pistol and shot him in the mouth, you kick the can, or just cut him up. You know, nobody ever makes sure he's really dead. I also don't know
You've won that round. Get ready for the next one.
Michael will catch Homelander at the worst time he could be. Naked, sleeping, and he still wouldn't be able to do anything. And as soon as Homelander sees Michael trying any of this, he just rip him in half, or pick him up and send him to the moon.
Search and destroy.
That could hurt Homelander. So yes, Homelander would survive. The demon from It Follows. Homelander's laid pipe a few times in the show, so let's just pretend here that Firecracker has the demon. For those of you that don't know, the demon is spread to others through, I think you can guess how. So Homelander would probably lay some pipe down on him, and then he would catch the demon disease. The demon is immortal, can only be seen by those who are infected, can take the form of anyone, and it just continuously hunts you down at a walking pace until it gets you and backs you up. But if you pass the demon on, it goes after that person until it gets them, then comes back down the line to you until it gets you, and then it goes after the person who got you. You get the point. Now the question is, would the demon be able to actually harm Homelander? Not for sure at least, because it never went after anyone who's bulletproof. But it is a demon, I would assume it could pretzel up just about anyone it comes across, bulletproof or not. But even if it couldn't kill Homelander for whatever reason, I would imagine that after Homelander realizes that even after he kills it, it's just going to come back and bother him every day for the rest of his life. Eventually, he'd probably just fly into the sun and call it a day. His mental health is already not so great, so this will probably push him over the edge. One solution he might be able to come up with would be to cage it up and hope that it holds it, but the movie's kind of unclear whether or not it could break out of something like this or teleport out, you know what I mean? But it's probably worth a shot at least. He could also probably fly to the other side of the planet. This thing would have to walk all the way over there, I think. I don't know, sometimes it just appears. So a good idea also would be for him to pass on Queen Maeve, who's also nearly invulnerable, so she'd have to deal with it. I don't know if that counts as outside help or not, but that's an option. Yeah, I don't know, this one's kind of tough. I'm not 100% sure he'd survive or die, so I'm going to go with the middle option here. So Homelander surviving the demon from It Follows is unknown. The 3 ghost faces from Scream 6. Scream 6, instead of just 1 or 2 ghost faces, there are 3. Doesn't make a difference, but I had to mention that. I will also mention that the ghost faces from this film, I think, were some of the coolest. The scene where Ghostface attacks the girls at the bodega with a shotgun in public is one of my favorite scenes. But with that being said, they were low-key ass at killing the main characters. They had the jump on Jenna Ortega's character and fumble the bat.
Job well done. We've secured the field. Mission accomplished.
As soon as he saw somebody lunge at him with a knife and a mask on, he just laid it on half. Just for the fun of it, let's pretend that the ghost faces are that he survived a 3v1 against Souped Up Butcher and Huey and the second strongest Soup Soldier Boy. So yes, Homelander would survive Scream 6. World War Z zombies. The zombies from World War Z were some of the most insane zombies in a movie or show. They were those zombies where if that shit was real life, you'd be fucked. But for Homelander, who's nearly invulnerable, they wouldn't be much of a problem. The zombies get you mainly by charging at you or using strength in numbers to get you. They'll pile up on top of each other.
Right.